How are you today?
With our next news update.
Oh, thank you.
I
keep thinking about the note. What I've got to do.
Still going ahead with it?
I haven't got any choice. I've got to go to the phone box and find out what they want.
Could be a trap.
That's a chance I've got to take. And later I said I'd meet Liam for a meal. It's the last thing I need right now.
Cancel, he'll understand.
No, I just wish it didn't have to be now. And I can't start changing my arrangements in case it gives me away.
You could still go to the police, Zoe.
No. I've made up my mind. This time I'm going to find Chris alone.
It's a special day for me. Waited a long time for this, getting to know me sister. You better leave her alone. I'll do whatever I like. She's taken me to a right pucker place and all. Wants to say thank you for saving little Joseph. You know what? I think she likes me. Not quite sure how I feel yet. That's what tonight's all about. Getting to know me sister. Finding out if I like her. Then I can decide what to do about her.
Hope the boys are looking forward to the camping trip.
Oh, they can't talk about anything else.
Good.
I'm afraid I can't get excited about tents, though.
Well, bye then.
Bye. Morning.
Morning. Morning, Cheryl.
Morning. Sit down. I'll be with you in a second.
Actually, Sarah, we're not here for the grub. Have you got any of them flies with that Jimmy Pollard's around?
Oh, yeah, look, there you go. You two aren't thinking of getting into shape, are you?
No wrong with the shape we've got. There you go, Butch. Put them with the rest of the rubbish.
What are you doing?
After the trouble he's caused us, Pollard shouldn't even be able to wiggle his little toe, let alone exercise.
We're going to stop his flaming Jim.
How can you stop it? It hasn't even started yet.
We'll stop it before it starts. Come on, Butch, lad.
Hi, Kathy. How's Alice today?
Oh, confused, still acting strangely, which is hardly surprising with all Elsa's put her through.
It'll get better.
Yeah, it will, after Elsa's gone.
She going?
I hope so. Welfare officer's seeing Elsa later. She sure could ask some pretty searching questions.
Out, pal. Fine. Fancy going down that Woolley?
We could go home and I'll cook you a proper dinner.
Eh?
Well, I don't mean Viv's. I mean our own.
Ah, Kelly.
Well, last night was great. Just the two of us, like it's supposed to be.
I know, for one night only, like we said.
Yeah, there's no problem. It's sitting empty.
No, we can't risk it.
Come on, bus to Watton goes in 5 minutes.
What? I can't go to Watton. I've got loads of work to do.
Not you, honey bunch. Kelly. We need some stuff for the bathroom because Zoe took all hers to home farm. Please let her have a long lunch.
We're going down to the pub.
Oh, shut up, Roy.
Hey, and I know you and your long lunches. You won't be back here till gone 7.
Straight there and straight back. Promises a dingle. Oh, well, you could wake up to that boring shower curtain again.
I don't know what Zoe would say.
Thank you, Paddy.
Kelly?
We need a slip mat and a new laundry basket. But will you not get anything too silly, please?
Come on, Kel, bus in 5 minutes.
Look, I thought we were meant to be meeting up this lunch.
Look, we could have our own one too right now, if you weren't such a chicken.
Oh, thank you for your time, Mrs. Chappell.
That's fine.
Right. Well, how are things between you and Alice and Kathy?
Pretty much where I left them, I'm afraid. Kathy doesn't want to discuss the long-term situation. I can understand why. She's very attached to Alice. What can I do for you?
I'd like to talk about your previous life here. We've got full records on what happened when you left Alice in the care of her father. But I'd like you to talk me through what happened as you see it.
Has Kathy said something?
I can't see.
She said I just upped and left without looking back. Like a kid who got tired of a new toy.
I want to hear your feelings about what happened then.
Fine. I've nothing to hide.
All ready for the opening?
Gyms in rural areas are very popular. You'd have to be a complete idiot to make a hash of this.
Don't try and put me down. This is the start of a new beginning.
Ah, Seth. Got your kit?
Good grief, you're hardly what I need to promote the image of youth and vitality.
I lead a very active life.
Oh, I wasn't aware of the aerobic benefits of sitting on a bar stool in the Woolpack.
Very good, Eric.
You won't be so happy when you see what's going on out there.
Support local people. Boycott the gym. Pollard out! Pollard out! Support our Monday! All right, Butch.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
This is an official picket. Official? It's an official dingo picket. Anyone who steps through there is supporting this persecution of our Amanda.
Oh, well, where is she then? I'd have thought she'd be quite big enough to fight her own battles.
Hey, she's spitting mud, pal. We've had to order back, she's that volatile. Pollard out! Pollard out! Support our Monday!
Not such a bright new day after all, Eric.
It's not over yet.
Hi. Still okay for tonight?
Yeah, are you all right? I mean, you're not feeling the strain?
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's gonna be odd.
How do you mean?
Well, having dinner with me boss.
I'm harmless. 7:30. I'm looking forward to it.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah. I better go. I've got a job to do.
Yeah, me too.
Hi, Sarah.
Hiya. Kathy.
Hello, Mummy.
Hi, Alice.
All right.
Alice, go to the kitchen.
I don't want to.
Alice, she doesn't want to. Don't force her.
Don't tell me what to do.
I've just seen Miss Tudor. I gather you gave her your opinion of me.
Yeah, I told her the truth.
No need to raise your voice.
I told her what this comes down to. That you had a child and you abandoned her. Can't anyone except me see what that means? That you're not fit to have that child or any child again.
I was too young, I couldn't cope, and I never felt more guilty about anything, which is why I've come back. To show Alice I've always loved her and to
Spare
put
me the
things right.
sanctimonious rubbish. I was there when you left her, Elsa. I remember how it happened. It's very easy for you to stand there and say that.
I mean it.
I don't think so. I think you've dreamt up your own version of events so you can live with yourself.
Ladies!
That's unfair. Now stop before you say
I
anything
have had
else.
my fill of your smug face lecturing me about bringing up your kid. As if you care about her. You only want her back to ease your conscience so you can slot her into some sunshine dream family you have seen on the back of a cereal box. I don't think so. Just you answer me this. If you get Alice, what happens in a couple of years when the novelty wears off? Nick'll still be inside. Oh, I wonder, are you going to dump her on me again like she was some bit of rubbish?
Stop it! Stop shouting!
Come here, Tony. Alice,
No, go away! Uncle Alan!
Alan.
You should be ashamed of yourselves. Between the two of you, you're destroying this little girl.
Hello.
Oh, have you left your friends back home this time?
Is Chris there? Let me speak to him.
You sound angry, Zoe.
Put Chris on the line.
He's unavailable.
I wonder how much you really want him back.
I'm not going to discuss it with you until I know he's still alive.
He's alive.
I want proof. Get me proof and I will be back here tomorrow, same time. Then we will talk.
You're being very silly, Zoe.
Alan's taken Alice to the pub.
Did Elsa go with them?
No. If you want to talk about things, it's pretty quiet out there right now.
I must have frightened all the trade away, as well as Alice. What have I done screaming like that in front of her?
No one's going to blame you for being angry.
I don't care what people think, but I care what Alice thinks of me. I've always done my best for her, haven't I?
Yes, of course you have. Don't blame yourself for getting emotional. You know, I can understand how you feel. If anyone tried to take Robert or Andy away from me, You know, I wasn't sure about this till I had Victoria, but I don't feel any less for the boys because they're not mine.
But that's what's so unfair. In all but name, I've been a mum. It shouldn't be so easy for someone to take her from me. And look what this is doing to me. Even though she was sat right there, I couldn't keep a lid on it.
If you don't mind me saying, I think you're being far too reasonable about this. I'd have got that mad with her weeks ago, and I wouldn't be blaming myself. You're in the right.
Still no excuse for what I did, Sarah. All these years I've tried to shield Alice from anything that might upset her, and then I just go mad in front of her. You know, I've got so caught up with Elsa, with hating Elsa, I couldn't... No, Alan's right. What do me or Elsa matter in this? Alice is the important one. And if I can treat her like I just did, how can I set myself up as a worthy guardian?
That's it, girls. You don't want to encourage the likes of him.
Oh, come back, ladies. Don't let this rabble put you off. This is ridiculous. You are preventing me from carrying on with my legal trade.
That's rich coming from you. What about our Mandy's dress shop?
She was behind with the rent.
And you got her arrested twice. No, Eric, you reap what you sow, and you have sowed the Dingle's wrath. And now you are reaping it. Shut up.
Oh. This is sales team, is it? You're open, yeah?
Yeah, step this way.
Hang on, Gavin. I wouldn't go in if I were you.
Why not?
We are picketing this dirty beggar for what he did to our Mandy.
What will he do to me if I do go in? Kneecap me?
Yeah. No. But we could make things very uncomfortable for you. If you get me drift.
Count me out, Erica.
Oh, don't be swayed by these meddling misfits. What sort of a man are you, anyway?
A walking one. I'd like to keep it that way. Gentlemen.
How long do you intend on keeping this up?
As long as it takes. From now on, Eric, wherever you go, whatever you do, there'll be a dingle behind you.
Try not to get too upset, Alice. You know, sometimes adults misbehave just like children, say things they don't mean.
Why were they shouting? I hate it.
Well, they lost their tempers because they both care about you. You know how it is when you're angry, and later on it all seems quite silly. And you wait a while, they'll come round.
It's not like that. They're always angry. I like them both, but they keep shouting and making me choose between them. I wish it would stop, but it keeps going on and on.
Don't worry, Alice. I'll sort everything out for you.
That was a long lunch. I'm taking appointments all afternoon.
I told Kelly she could go home. Is that okay? What do you think?
It's great.
You hate it?
I like it. 50 quid.
Look, Paddy, I've been thinking, right, I've got to get myself a job. I can't keep sponging off you.
There's no need for that. Whatever I'm bringing in, it's as much yours as it is mine.
No, but really?
Yeah, really. I wouldn't say so if I didn't think so.
Or perhaps you're just trying to keep me happy till I go back inside. I mean, you'll even let Kelly skive off think it'll cheer me up.
Mandy.
Hey. Hey, up. Ask us how our day's gone.
How's your day gone?
Hey, we done good. Not one person set foot in Pollard's gym today. He's a broken man.
I told you, you needn't bother.
Come on, Mandy. After all Pollard's done to you, you must want vengeance.
There's no point fretting over Eric Pollard. It's just like worrying about, I don't know, price of crumpets.
That's all we've done today.
No, Butch. Well done. Yeah, have a couple of pints on me.
Oh, ta, Paddy. You can rest assured, our Mandy will keep this up until he drops the charges, and you can walk the streets of Emmerdale. 3 pints again. Hey! Free woman again! Come on, Dad.
See you later.
Thank you. Hello.
Hiya.
I haven't kept you waiting long.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
You look a bit flustered. Something happened?
No. Really, I'm fine.
I feel like a fish out of water in here. Don't even know which knife to use.
Whichever one you want to use. Look, I'm really grateful to you for saving Joseph. After losing Chris, I think if Joseph had been...
You haven't lost Chris. Look, whoever the sick beggar is who's got him won't have hurt him. There'd be no point in that.
Look, I invited you here to forget about all this.
You can talk if you want. My mum always said I was a good listener.
All right. And I'll tell you something I haven't told anyone else. Every day since this began, I've been wishing my dad was still here.
I've heard people talk about him. Frank?
Yeah.
What was he like?
What I always think of is strong. He saw further than other people. He had nothing when he was young. He was just another working-class kid, but he made a fortune.
Sounds like a great guy.
He was no saint. I saw him treat people very badly, but I'm sure if he was still alive, we'd have got Chris back by now.
Ah, Eric. I hope business has picked up.
Do you know, if I didn't know better, I'd say you take a certain degree of pleasure in my setbacks.
Oh, I don't know what you mean.
Nobody came in, thanks to the Dingle's combination of veiled threats and actual menaces.
Oh, dear. And of course, neither Zach nor Butch has a job, so they'll be able to keep up their protest indefinitely.
Are you sure you don't know what I'm talking about?
Spent 50 quid of his money on a flipping shower curtain.
Well, anything else would be false economy. You don't want some mildewed monstrosity flapping about when you're in the all-together, do you?
Look, it's their money. It's up to them what they do with it.
If I had it, I wouldn't be wasting it on tat.
You got an afternoon off work, didn't you? Stop mourning.
That's not fair. Come on, let's get a video and some beers and go back to the cottage.
No.
Well, didn't you enjoy last night?
Yeah, of course I did. But what if one of the ones it comes back?
I bet she's forgotten she owns the place. Oh, come on. Someone might as well be living there and it might as well be us.
No, Kelly, I won't have it. Look, I have got some pride, you know. I don't want to be no squatter.
We were happy kids. My mum was a great stabilising influence on my dad and Chris, and well, after she died, Chris was...
Did Chris and your dad get on?
I was always pulling them apart. My dad cast a long shadow, and Chris was always trying to measure up to it. Even now, it's all Frank stuff. The haulage yard, the obsession with home farm.
They're quite alike, then?
I never thought so. But you're right now I think about it. I can see a lot of my dad in Chris. I've been boring you with family history for 3/4 of an hour.
You're not boring.
Okay. What about your family?
Well, it's complicated. I never knew my dad. He got Mum pregnant and dumped her. She never got over it. It destroyed her. I've seen photos and stuff of what she was like before, on a day out in Brighton. Happy, larking about with the girls from work. She was never like that with me.
How do you mean?
It just ate away at her, torturing herself. She never went out with another bloke after that. Couldn't trust him.
Oh, perhaps if your dad had known, maybe he would have done something about it.
Oh, he knew all right. He just didn't care. And when Mum died, I thought about going to try and find him. But he's dead too. Died a couple of years back. So I never got my hands on him. Never had a chance to confront him with what he'd done. Even that got taken away from me.
Liam, it's not worth storing up that much hate inside you. In the end, the only person that's going to get hurt is you.
I suppose you're right. Wish there'd been someone like you around to tell me that when I was a kid.
I can't believe a man could do something like that, just run off and abandon his own child. How could he live with himself?
Hello.
Bernice, would you take Alice upstairs?
Sure. I've come to take her home.
Please. I think we ought to talk in private.
Okay.
Alice, upstairs.
Thanks, Bernice.
Well, where are you going to go from here?
I know I was wrong, Alan, but I couldn't hold back any longer. I just want Alice to come home and get things as normal as they can be for her.
I don't think that's possible.
It was a row, Alan, that's all.
You know it was more than that. Alice has been traumatised these last few weeks. She used to be a bonny, happy little girl.
Yes, because of all the work I've done bringing her up. It's Elsa who's come here
I
and
don't
caused all...
care who started it or who's making the situation worse. It doesn't matter. Don't you remember how vividly you saw and felt everything as a child? Don't you realise that that row will probably stay with her for the rest of her life? I meant what I said. You're tearing Alice apart. Now, if you love her, and I'm sure you do, you must find the quickest and best way of stopping all this.
She says she wants to go home.
Come on, sweetheart. Get your coat and we'll go.
Come on, Alice. Get your coat. Time to go home.
From now on, I'm not doing anything you say.
You know what? I like Zoe.
Where is she? What have you done with her?
She stood up to me earlier today. Said she wanted proof you're still alive or she won't talk to me.
Where is she?
I drove her home. Honest. I'm glad she was so nice to me. Because I could have killed her like that.
You sick...
We're getting on ever so well. I told her all about myself. And me dad. She reckons he's a right nasty so-and-so. If only she knew, eh? All those years I was growing up and I felt so alone. My sister was out there, having to put up with you and our dad. All those daft mistakes I made, she might have stopped them. Times I got angry, she'd have helped me. We'd have been good together, me and Zoe. Proper brother and sister. Well, we can still be mates. She's gonna need a good friend when they find your body.